Oh, hi. Oh,
Hello,
sorry.
how's it going?
Kofi Kingston. Hi. Was our meeting at 11:30 or was it now?
You know what? Adam Hopkins, my rep, just puts me on the calls and tells me when things are supposed to be. So I don't know.
Okay. No problem. I
Yeah.
was just I wanted to get the Fox 36 in, so I'm just gonna
Oh, there you go.
readjust really quickly. How are you doing? Are you driving in a car right now?
I'm actually parked. Normally, I decided to opt for the safety first method and park the car this time around. So
Thank
yeah,
you so
excuse
much.
the less than modest backstrap here.
You're telling us to eat our, yeah, no, you're fine. You're telling us to eat our vegetables and you're doing an interview while in a parked car. So thank you for the health and safety tips.
Thank you. Yes, positive message. Right, right.
Yes, exactly. Kofi, let's get into it. I just want to tell you, this town, Toledo, is something else when it comes to the WWE. The excitement is through the roof for you guys to be here Friday at the Huntington Center at 7:30. Let's get into it. What can we expect?
Well, it's going to be great. Anyone who hasn't been to a SmackDown show, I always tell people like what you see live is totally different than what you see on TV. I mean, you get to be in the midst of like so much positive energy. It's amazing. You get to see all your favorite wrestlers out there doing incredibly athletic maneuvers out there, but it's kind of like a rock concert with the loud music. And then it's kind of like a fireworks show with all the pyrotechnics going off. And of course, all the compelling storylines that we deliver on a week to week basis. It's
Yeah.
pretty amazing to be there live. And then especially like you were saying, like Toledo, and I feel like Ohio in general has you guys are underrated in terms of like how big of fans you are and how
Yeah.
much energy you guys bring to the arena. So it's a place that we always look forward to going to. I was just informed in my last interview, I had forgotten that I had a gauntlet match in Toledo. And for those who don't know what a gauntlet match is you stay in the ring and you have matches against like opponents back to back to back to back to back. So
Oh,
I
wow.
was in the ring for like over an hour in the front of that Toledo crowd. And like what kind of like got me through that was the energy that the people bring. So I'm always grateful for that, you know. Yeah, you guys have a great energy. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, no, hands down, and expecting this Friday, the same. Like I said, we just did a ticket giveaway for 4 floor seats to WWE, and the
Ooh,
response
nice.
every time is by far it's one of our most successful contests. So we appreciate you
Yeah.
guys being here, and we're looking forward to Friday. Really quickly, I read this about you. So you're the first and currently only African-born world champion in the WWE.
That's
Pretty
right.
awesome. So you were
Yeah.
born, yeah. So congratulations, first of all.
Thank
But
you.
you were born in Ghana, and coincidentally, I've actually visited Accra in
Oh, nice.
2018.
Ooh.
Yeah. I did some. I went there for 10 days. I went to the Gulf of Guinea, pet an alligator. Went
Yeah,
on
yeah.
these high bridges in a rainforest and all that good stuff. Lovely people. Actually, do you speak Twi by chance? Do you speak? Is
Barely.
that the?
So yeah, it is the language. So I as a kid was really resistant to wanting to learn. I was just a
Okay.
hard-headed kid, and my parents would try to speak it to me all the time. And I'm like, no, I want to be American. I don't want to speak. And I regret it so much now because there's no Rosetta Stone to teach you, you know? So it's so difficult to learn, especially when you become an adult. Your brain works a little bit different. So I can understand it pretty well because I've heard my parents speak it for my entire life. But as far as being fluent in it, I am not. And it's like probably one of my biggest regrets as an adult. Like if I could go back and tell young Kofi like what he needs to do, it would be like stop being hard-headed and learn your language, man. But
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
it's an amazing country and
It really
very
is.
welcoming.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm gonna throw a test at you. This is one of the few words I remembered.
Okay.
Yabroni.
Yeah, Brony. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's what they called us American, you know, just us Americans. They're like, you guys are
Oh, okay.
yabronis. So I
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah, I never heard that one. So
that always
I
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was the only one that really stuck with me. There's a few other ones, but we won't get into
Yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Um, but growing up in Africa, I mean, that experience, you know, it's so unique and, you know, special to you and your upbringing. Like, how do you feel like that translated to your success here in the States in the ring?
Well, I actually came to the States when I was about a year old. So I've
Oh,
been in the
okay. My
United
bad.
States for a very no, it's okay. But I did get the chance to go back in seventh grade in 1994, I believe. And it was like the most incredible experience to have as at that point in my life, because we complain about a lot of things here in America,
Right.
you know, especially as kids, you know, oh, I didn't get the right wrestling figures for Christmas. I'm so upset and mad. But then you go over to Ghana and you see people that like they didn't have those toys. And we went to villages where people were playing with they had like a stick and a wheel and
Yeah.
just roll it down the road, you know, and they were having the best time. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, so it, for me, it really kind of grounded me. And I needed to see that as a youth to understand like really what was important, you know, and it shaped me in a lot of ways. And then I got the chance to go back in 2019 as a WWE champion. So
Oh,
it was just
yes.
awesome to be able, yeah, it was so amazing just to be able to like show all the kids that were there that literally anything is possible. You know, I was born here just like they were. And to show like the most prestigious title in the history of wrestling, the WWE Championship had one of the most common Ghanaian names on it, and Kofi
Yeah.
being, so we traditionally name people based on the day of the week that they were born. So a boy born on Friday is named Kofi. So
Oh,
it's when you see that name, it's like, oh my God, like Mike or John, and this is on like the greatest title ever. So I could see that like that hope in their eyes, and I'm just hoping that that will spark them to chase whatever dream that they want to chase. You know, it's a very empowering thing to be able to do that. So yeah, it's I take a lot of pride in being from Ghana and being able to inspire the people over there.
without a doubt. I know you are a hometown hero for them, and I know that you created a lot of inspiration for them. So that's awesome. So on top of being a WWE superstar, you've also been in movies like Kicking It and
Yeah,
even voiced in a Scooby-Doo movie. Pretty awesome.
yeah, very cool.
But yeah, but also, you know, you're on all these WWE video games. Now I'm curious, what gets you more excited to see yourself in a movie or as a like an action figure
Oh man,
in a video
it's
game?
it's kind of whatever is happening at the time, you know,
Yeah.
because as a kid, I played a lot of video games and of course all the wrestling video games back in the day. And I remember specifically when they came out with the created character, that was a big deal. So you can go in and create whatever person you wanted to. And I would spend hours like making sure that the face looked okay and the nose was right and the muscles were good. I gave myself a little bit more height, you know, and I would create
Yeah.
myself, but it wouldn't get anything like me, you know, after all this time
Yeah.
that I spent. So now it's like we show up one day and you know, 2K is there and they're like, okay, we're gonna do some scans for you guys. We're gonna put your gear in the game. And now I debuted in 2008 on TV. Now it's 2022 and it's still as cool now as it was then to be in a video game and just like have all my mannerisms kind of you know, echoed in there and imitated. So it's still kind of mind-blowing as a kid who just used to love playing video games and wrestling games that like now I'm in the game and kids can like pick me and play in the game too. My kids can pick me in the game and like
Right.
use me. They usually pick like Jey Uso, or actually Mansoor is one of my son's favorites now. So he was picking him. They don't really pick me
Okay.
very much, but they have the option, which is also very cool. So yeah, it is still
Yeah.
cool to this day.
Oh, without a doubt. That's so awesome. That's funny though. And all three of them play video games.
Yeah, so my
Okay.
we don't really play a whole lot. We don't watch a lot of screens, but I brought my
Yeah.
oldest son on the road for the first time, just him and I by ourselves. And he was, you know, we play video games in the locker room, so he was all up in the mix and loving it, being able to play. So if he gets a chance to play, he definitely embraces it. My younger son is 6. He's the
Okay.
same way. If he gets a chance to play at someone's house, then they like embrace that too. But my daughter's only about 11 months now, so
Okay. So
we
no,
haven't
we're not
quite.
there yet.
Yeah, not yet. I'm sure she'll get there with her 2 brothers kind of influencing her, but she's not there quite yet.
Sure. Oh yeah, she's gonna be daddy's little girl. You're gonna be her hero, all of that. She's gonna want to do all the things. Let's talk about the matchups that you're gonna be partaking in this Friday.
Yeah, I have no idea exactly what the match is going to be. It's
Okay.
funny because I'm always like the last one to find out. Oftentimes
Okay.
I'll go on social media and someone will be like, "Oh, I can't wait for you to wrestle so and so," and I'm like, "Oh, I guess I'm wrestling so-and-so, you know? But I
Okay.
can guarantee you that it is going to be a great show. That's what the goal is like no matter what the matches are that are in there, the show is always great. I mean, we're on literally every single week of the year, so we have
Yep.
to make sure that the show is great, that we want to make sure that you want to come back. We tell amazing stories in the ring. It's kind of like an updated version of like what cavemen used to do back in the day and tell stories around the fire. We do it in the ring, and everyone gets to gather around and watch and be compelled and be surprised and be taken on an emotional journey while,
Yeah.
like I said, seeing this athletic contest and through different personalities on there. So yeah, it's going to be a great show. And like I said, the energy that you guys bring, I can't stress it enough. It is something that you need to feel. So
Yeah.
if you haven't been to a WWE show live, like you got to get in there and like just feel that energy and take it in and get an experience that you will have for the rest of your life.
Absolutely. And speaking of energy, and I know we've got a limited amount of time, but how do you maintain your energy through, traveling and fighting and just having to
Yeah.
be on, what do you do?
Well, like I said, the people are a big part of that, being
Uh-huh.
able to like go out and you know, I take a lot of pride in being able to influence people, particularly children, to go out and follow their dreams. Because I'm just a dude, I'm just a dude who liked wrestling, and here I am because I chose to like be brave and follow my dreams. um I'm here living out my dream. Like it's crazy that I call this like work.
Yeah.
So if I can motivate somebody to go out and follow their dream, like that is what makes me passionate, and I really want people to feel that. So that's definitely a big motivator. Obviously being able to go out and live out my childhood dream on a weekly basis is a huge motivator too. I've
Yeah.
worked in a corporate setting, so I know that like a bad day at WWE is better than the best day in the corporate setting from where I used to
Right.
work. So
Yep.
I usually don't have a hard time like staying motivated, because I do realize that what we get to do is so special. We get to travel all over the world and meet so many incredible people. So it is pretty remarkable.
So cool. I love that I got to meet you. No, I
Yeah.
appreciate this. Last but not least, why should for someone who doesn't really know your character as much, can you summarize it and tell them why they should come out and see you in action?
Yes, it's a little bit weird to describe, because if you talk about my character now, it's just kind of me with the volume turned up, and myself and my tag team partner Xavier Woods. We have another tag team partner, Big E. We are your boys. The New Day is what we call ourselves. And we
Yeah.
started out as a group that would just come out and tell people, like, preach the power of positivity. And the people decided that they didn't want to hear that. They told us that we sucked, and that's okay, because we want people to react and emote when they come to a show. But we went from like positivity preaching preachers to like pancake throwing, ice cream loving, the cereal eating Bootios is our cereal, that we have as an actual cereal now.
Oh my
We wore
gosh.
unicorn horns, bright colors, and we just want to make sure that everyone out there has a great time. So again, it's something that you have to come and experience and see. But I guarantee you, like anybody who goes to a WWE show usually comes out with a memory that they just never forget. They have forever.
Right.
So it's a great time.
I can attest to that. I went to my first one last year, and I'm looking forward to seeing it again this Friday at the Huntington Center. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I know you're on I know you're on the road. I know you're busy, and we look forward to seeing you, Kofi and Toledo. It's going to be a great night.
Yeah. Right on. Can't wait. Can't wait. It's gonna
Oh,
be dope.
awesome. Okay, you have a great one.
Thanks. You too.
Okay, thank you. All right, bye.
Bye.